From her jewels and shoes to modern interpretations of her extravagant gowns, a new exhibition exploring the style of France's doomed 18th-century Queen Marie Antoinette opens in London this week.
It's about the style shaped by the most fashionable queen in history, Marie Antoinette, and we look at the style that she shaped from 1770 until her death, and then the legacy of that style, the many revivals of that style over the 232 years since her death.
On display at the V&A Museum, Marie Antoinette's Style is the UK's first exhibition dedicated to the Queen, a member of the Austrian royal family who wed French King Louis XVI. She became a fashionable and contentious figure, known for her opulent taste, before she and her husband were overthrown during the French Revolution and executed in 1793. Marie Antoinette was 37 years old.
So she covers quite a few different sort of styles, including the High Rococo and then Neoclassicism. So we look at those different silhouettes, we look at this kind of evolution from the style in France at court when she first arrives and her very elaborate wedding gown and court dress, formal court dress, and then we look at the more fashionable styles that she introduced and that evolved towards the sort of neoclassical and then finally the sort of revolution.
More than 250 objects are on display in the exhibition, including Marie Antoinette's footwear, jewels and other personal belongings, an eau de cologne bottle and dinner service, the fashion from the time, and the modern reinterpretations, as well as portraits of the Queen and her furniture, are also on show. Her underwear from when she was in prison, as well as her final note written before her execution, also feature.
We have obviously parts of her wardrobe that survived that we brought back together for the first time, and really significant loans from the Chateau de Versailles as well, very generous loans, so portraits of her by Bijou Lebrun. Her jewellery chest, which is an absolute sort of exquisite piece of marquetry and sort of masterpiece of 18th century furniture, that's another highlight. And then there are more sort of personal items like her shoes, some of her accessories. We have her jewels as well, which we've reunited with that jewellery box again for the first time since her death. And then I think for me as well, her final note and her chemise, so her underwear from when she was in prison, are two really, really moving objects belonging to her that people will see.
The exhibition looks at the influence she has had in fashion and film, including costumes made for Sofia Coppola's 2006 film, Marie Antoinette, starring Kirsten Dunst. Marie Antoinette Style opens on September 20th and runs until March 22nd, 2026.
So I think she herself is this captivating figure. Then she goes through this series of truly extraordinary kind of circumstances in her personal life, things like the non-consummation of the marriage, the various difficulties that she experienced in life at Versailles, and then the fact that she herself was quite an extroverted character. And then all of this takes place against the backdrop of one of the most seismic episodes in history, which is the French Revolution, which is one of the most important events in our civilization. So I think it's a combination of all those things. I think it's her extraordinary kind of personality, it's the terrible sort of circumstances that she lives through, and then it's this amazing sort of backdrop. And also she is queen of one of the most important courts, one of the most powerful nations in the world.